Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Don't Worry Wednesday. Thank you so much for being here. And please also welcome our guest for today, Coda, our co-host, our star.
Hello.
Coda, do you want
I'm
to?
Coda.
Coda, is that what you want to be referred to as?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Thank you very much, really, covering for Joe and for being here for Don't Worry Wednesday. I'm excited to have you, and I'm excited.
Yeah. It should be fun.
Yeah, should be. We'll have a good time. But yeah, and thank you for everybody who's come to the chat. That's are new. Oh, that's so. It's really nice to see that you have a community around. That's so nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Not that
they're
they're
they're all really good.
yeah. Not that they're following you around and necessarily they're of free will, but I think that they're here to support, and I think
Yeah.
yeah, we have a VTuber for the very first time on Don't Worry Wednesday. So
Yeah.
this is going to be the most animated episode of Don't Worry Wednesday. Yeah. Maybe I should have gotten my VTuber. My wife has made me one.
Oh,
It's just a cute little
that's
bunny. It
interesting.
would have been cute.
It would
Maybe
have
maybe
been. I would have loved to see it.
yeah, that would have been fun. Man. Man. Yes, opportunity missed. That would have worked out really well.
It's all right. If I ever come back, we'll do it for the next one.
Yeah, we will. We'll do that. That sounds great. I'll feel a little bit more yes, it's weird to see like HD man face absolutely beautiful, and then it's just like a little bit weird.
Yeah.
It's like I'm the weird one. You're not the weird one for being a VTuber. I'm the weird one for having my face on the camera. That's how I
You're
feel.
you're
Which is
You
hilarious.
feel the strange one for being the flesh tuber
Yeah,
here.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Being a flesh tuber and an
Mhm.
F tuber. Oh my gosh. Um, now all I'm thinking about is potatoes because um, that's really.
I think Coda can hear you, but you keep cutting out for us.
Oh no. Okay, you know what? I wonder if.
We checked my audio. Did we check yours?
Oh wait, I think Coda can hear you. But oh wait. I keep cutting out. All right, that's weird. Let me check to see if there's a gate or if I'm being too loud. Oh yeah, there's a gate on it. I think. Yeah. Properties. See, that's not filters. Noise gate found it. Okay. What I'm gonna do, I'm going to temporarily disable it and just call that problem settled. It's not so bad, right?
Oh, yeah, I haven't noticed any audio issues, but I'm
Great.
talking through Discord, so
Yeah. True.
it's a little bit
Okay,
different.
I think it's good. Thank you so much for saying that. I think it's probably fixed now. I just turned off the gate, and I'm guessing that's gonna be good. Especially when I talk lower. Yeah, I'm watching it now and it's good. Okay, cool.
All
Yay,
right.
yay. Thank you so much.
All right. Glad that's been sorted.
Yeah. Meat and taters thoughts getting you hungry. um, I have lost my appetite because I'm currently a little bit sick. I have been eating too many cookies, probably, and that's also not good for your appetite because I mean, getting stuffed on cookies is just not good, but that's what I did.
I've never felt something more in my life. I have a whole box of Oreos in front of me that I've been eating this whole time.
Great. You know what? Your theme, you got this black and white theme going on. It looks really great,
Hmm.
and it reminds me of an Oreo. Now that you said Oreo,
Well, I
yes.
can be many different things. So,
Okay. Well, when you're
all
black and
right.
white, you look delicious,
Yeah.
like an Oreo.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It needed to be said.
Yeah. I've never gotten the Oreo comparison before. I'm surprised I haven't.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think it's only popped in my head because you said it.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Thank you,
I've got
Patrick.
I've got some mint Oreos, so
Oh.
I need to be green.
Oh, mint. Nice.
Mm. They're really, really good. They're stale, so they're like a little bit soft too.
I know
They're kind of
exactly what you
good.
mean.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I know what that tastes like and how that feels exactly by the texture. Like I can
Hmm.
imagine it. Yeah,
I've only got
cookies and
like
cream
four
Hershey's
left.
bar, nice. That sounds good.
That does sound good.
Yeah.
Now
Well,
I
I
want
don't
more
want to.
chocolate.
I mean, it's awesome to have you here, and we can chit chat and be silly as much as we
Mhm.
want here, which is fun. But I also want to respect the show and the fact
Yes.
that we're trying to do a topic. So if anybody has a topic, this is Don't Worry Wednesday. I should do the statement, should do the disclaimer. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But if you guys have a topic for anything that's on your mind, anything you're concerned about, worried about, things you just want to discuss, it's been lingering in your mind, and you just have just wondering about what other people's opinions are on it. That's all good. All of that is solid ground to it be a topic. Honestly, anything's a topic, and there's um, no shame here. There's no guilt here. But if you do want to be anonymous, you can go to don'tworrywednesday.com, the name of the show. Just don't put the apostrophe in, otherwise you won't end up anywhere. But don'tworrywednesday.com, you can submit a topic there, and you can be as anonymous as you hope to be. Otherwise, you can post it right here in the chat, and we'd be happy to read it here as well. But this is Don't Worry Wednesday, the show where we talk about the problems, the struggles, the situations in life, whatever's going on in your life, and do our best to not necessarily be a therapist, but to walk beside you as a friend with a little bit of life and wisdom behind us, and hopefully um, share that and lift you up. A lot of times you guys know how to solve your own problems, but encouragement goes a long way. So that goes, without saying. So it's something that we hope to do here is encourage you and lift you up and give you some direction, even if it's not super great. We aren't professional psychologists, therapists, anything in that category. So all we can do is be a friend and share our experiences. And you in the chat are more than welcome to share your advice or experiences as well. It goes a long way. A lot of times, there are many times where I'm up here talking and saying lots of stuff, but what actually lands to somebody is something someone said in the chat. So you're always welcome to participate just as much as we are participating and attempting to flush those worries away. But yeah, with that all out of the way, yeah, topics are very much welcomed. And how are you guys? How's everybody in the chat? And how are you doing, Coda?
I'm doing quite all right. I've had a day. It's been mostly waiting around playing games, but it's
That's
been
good.
it's been good. I got some work done.
That's great.
Uh yeah. It was fun. It's always a good time whenever I have time to record.
Nice. Oh, record like doing
Mhm.
some audio stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
Typically if I'm not doing anything else, I'm recording.
Yeah, yeah. That's cool.
Mhm.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's a big part of what I do. I
Mm.
really like just sitting around making music. It's always fun.
Yeah, that's really great. And I
Mm.
mean, I've heard some of your stuff, and I'm really impressed. You're doing a really fantastic job with your vocals. So I
Thank you.
just keep it up, man. That's awesome to hear. Hmm.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
That
And
is
if I,
big praise from you.
oh well, I mean, you've put in a lot of work, so and I can tell.
Mm.
So I think that's great, and I say just keep working it. I've got a long way to go now. I've been kind of out of commission for the last uh, 3 4 years. I haven't really sung much because I've been traveling a lot and mostly being sick, but not the same kind of sickness I have right now, but just being
Mhm.
in a state where my throat and stuff just doesn't work very well. So, anyways, starting earlier this month, I've been practicing singing again, so I'm kind of getting back into it slowly, and
Awesome.
I've got a lot of work to do, especially in my high range. I just can't get those notes anymore, so I have to retrain all my vocal cords how to work up there again, and it's a really big struggle. Yeah.
Yeah, I know I tell a lot of my students that it's also a confidence thing.
Mm,
So you really got to know that you will get to the point that you want to be at
that's true.
some point. Like
That's absolutely
eventually you will get back to where you are or where you were, and
yeah.
it's really important that you don't give up. You
Yeah,
know?
that's right. That's true. Yeah, having that self confidence of you can grow and get better and arrive at higher levels of skill. Yeah, absolutely. That's really
Yeah.
important. I think that's one of the number one things that got me. Like, if I didn't have that sort of confidence in myself, not that I thought I was all that in a bag of chips. It was the fact that I knew I could get better, right? But if I didn't have that self confidence, I never would have become a um, songwriter or singer or did anything in that
Mhm.
category because yeah, I mean my stuff when I first started was terrible, right?
Yeah,
So
I mean, isn't
yeah,
everybody's?
yeah, absolutely,
It's very rare that you'll find somebody who immediately makes something that's phenomenal.
right. And usually if they do, it's just kind of like a meme,
Mhm.
like a they did it once but they can't do it again sort of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's where we get a lot of one-hit wonders from, I feel.
yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay, awesome. So Patrick, you're cleaning some surfaces in your grandma's car while it rained heavily a bit ago. Oh, well, that's really nice of you. That's awesome. And Cruxus,
It is great.
well, like I mentioned, one thing, because I haven't caught a Don't Worry Wednesday in a while, is stuff going on with songs that you may be working on that you feel excited to share, or even a series like Idle Bombing. Ah, yeah, we could talk a little bit about that. Um,
Mm.
I'll keep it short. Um, Idle Idle Bombing or Criminal Idol hasn't seen much movement in a long while. Like I was just mentioning, I haven't really been able to sing much, and I'm just kind of getting back into it, so that's good. But it the season two has a lot of art to do, and it has moved forward in the couple of years that, or many years now that it's been, and it moves forward a little bit each year, but it's just not a whole lot. Um, and it's a very big project, and it takes a long time. And so
Mhm.
it is what it is. I'm kind of in the position where I'm just like, it'll get done eventually, and yeah, um, it moves forward a little bit at a time. Say the arts itself is maybe one third complete. Okay, there you go. Thank you for that. Um, including backgrounds. Nyansai is one of the people working on the art. She stepped in to kind of help out because it was, taking many years. But and she's done a phenomenal job, as she always does. But yeah, so there you go. It's about one third complete. That's just the art. That's not the animations and or not the animation. Sorry, the actual video.
Arctic stuff.
Yeah. But luckily, all the voice acting is pretty much already done, so that's really great. That was done years ago. If we need any new stuff, that's going to be a little hard because it's been so many years and people's voices probably have changed. So I'm not sure if we will do anything new. But anyways, yeah, that's where that is. So anyways, that's where that is. But for music stuff, I've been excited about. I've not really been working on music all that much lately. I've been working on making and designing a video game. My wife and I are
Ooh.
um, creating together, and that's been a really fun experience, really interesting and difficult one, especially because neither of us have done it before, and we picked a large project to start with, as they always recommend against. And
Mhm.
we're learning a lot, and it's been a really interesting experience. But it's cool because my wife and I are able to work together on it, and yeah, especially recently we've been doing really well on it. Yeah, last couple of weeks have been really good. Made a lot of headway, and today was the first day we had it over network. We were able to play the game together, so that was really cool. Um, yeah, but anyhow,
Sick.
that's whole side story. Yeah, yeah. What kind of game? We aren't sure yet. So, I mean, it's gonna be a one. The few things we know is it's going to be a side scroller, 2D. Her art is coming along beautifully, and it's got so parallax. It's just amazing, and there's a lot of features I don't want to say that are really cool, but um, an adventure, an exploration, a open world sort of game with some really interesting mechanics, some of which have never been seen in video games like this before. So we'll see how it goes. We have to put it together, feel how it feels, and decide once the gameplay is actually working to see, yeah, where we want to take it. But for now, that's all I can say about it. Yeah, your art is pretty good, sweetheart. You're amazing. All right, well, yeah, like I said, I don't want to take too long. I don't want to spend all time talking about me or anything. So what happened to Joe? Jimmy asks. Joe, I think, is at one of his kids' sports games. I'm pretty sure a basketball game for his son. Pretty sure that's where Joe is. Oh, actually, my bad. Right now it says you're Joe. That's incorrect. Oh no.
I am Joe
Here.
as of this moment.
Oh no. Now you're no one.
I remember
I removed it.
the last collab that I saw with Don't Worry Wednesday.
I haven't even started saying anything controversial yet, and they're trying to silence us. What the heck? We haven't even begun. Oh gosh. Oh man. And now I gotta reset up the
Yeah, you're on.
Okay, great. I gotta reset up. Yep, I gotta fix the faces. Man. Okay, that one's fixed. And there we go. We're fixed. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on with the internet today. That is not good. Well, we'll still continue to give it our best. You are now Coda. So that at least we did that.
I am now Coda. Awesome.
We're back and you're now Coda.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I am now me. I am no one but me. Yeah.
I could feel it because I could feel that it feels good to be you because when I was adjusting it, the Coda floated over me first and then it landed on you. So I knew for a moment. I was like, yeah, that's nice.
For a momentary second, you got to feel what it's like to be me.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. It was pretty good. Yeah.
How was the back pain?
How was what?
How was the back pain?
Oh, the back pain, you know what? It's like it felt the same as mine. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, oh yeah. I didn't even notice it. It was kind of the same, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I felt super way more pretty.
All right. Well, I'm glad things are working now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't even feel pretty.
Dude, you feel prettier than I feel. No, I'm kidding. Apparently, I only got the measurement for a quick second, and that's what I felt. So, man, I'm pretty. Compared to
it was just that it was that 2-second time period where I feel pretty in a day, and you took it from me.
Yeah, I soaked it up. You didn't get to experience it, but I did that one little moment of time where you feel pretty. That's hilarious. Well, I am blurry, but whatever. We're working with what we got. Uh-oh. Are we disconnecting again? Man. Whoa.
What?
Are we back?
Are we good?
Okay. I think we're good.
Okay.
Gosh. Today's not our day.
Okay. It's really not.
Yeah. It's really bad today, huh?
My internet's being messy. Your internet's being messy. It's strange.
Okay. Great. Well, if anybody has a topic, get it in quick. Apparently this is our day right now. Oh yeah, Hero, you said, is this different from the game you guys streamed working on way back when? We have, there was a point in time where we had to make a good decision whether we wanted to keep it in 3D or go to 2D for the sake of how much time it takes to make a 3D object and texture and everything and get into the game. And it was just, we decided, let's go 2D. And so we basically took the old game and wrote over it. So now I basically started fresh on a bunch of code, and I was happy to do that because now code is better than it ever would have been otherwise. So yeah, that's good. Anyways, that's the answer to the question. Yeah, sorry that today's been so.
No, it's fine. I expected to have some issues, but I didn't expect both of us to have the issue at the same time.
Yeah, it's so bizarre. That doesn't even like. What's your internet provider?
I am unsure. I think it might
Okay.
be. I think it might
Yeah,
be
mine-
like Verizon or something.
I was going to say mine's Verizon, or no, wait, no, it's not. It's Charter Spectrum. Spectrum, I think, is what it is.
It might. We might have the same.
Yeah. Maybe. Oh man.
one.
Yeah. Well, all we can do is push through it, see what happens. And
Hope for the
if
best.
Yeah. If it's just so disruptive that we can't have a good stream, then it's whatever it is. For now, we'll just hope that it's good. Great. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, you keep freezing on my end, unfortunately. Like, a lot. Oh, man. I think I think yours is worse than mine is. Yeah. I don't even know.
That's been happening for the last couple of days.
Oh, jeez. Time to switch providers.
It's unfortunate.
So
Yeah, I feel even with just an Ethernet cable, I would be fine. But I'm connected to Wi-Fi right now.
Yeah, that's the same boat. I want to be connected to the internet, but I have to drill a hole through the wall or something right now, and I've been putting it on the back burner, and now I guess I'm biting the bullet. You are freezing so often. Man, that's really awful. I think because the connection's so bad, I think the only thing we can honestly do is not waste other people's time and just have to shut it down.
That's all completely all right if that's what we need to do.
I mean, we don't need to, but obviously, if it isn't working, I don't want to sit here and like.
I don't want technical difficulties to stream, you know?
Yeah. Technical difficulty stream is not probably something worth having for others or for you and I. So I don't know. We'll give it another. I think nope. You're already frozen, aren't you? Yeah. We won't give it any more time. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you just keep freezing for me. It's so awful. I mean,
Yeah.
gosh.
I will say I am looking off to the side sometimes, and that just keeps me stationary. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
So like, I'm just looking over here at settings and stuff, and it might look like I'm frozen.
Okay. That's fair. Well, okay. Well, we'll see. If it freezes again very soon, we'll consider shutting it down. But I don't even know if anybody's left in the chat because everyone probably got kicked every time the chat or every time the stream sort of broke.
Is chat not updating for you?
Oh, it's not updating for me. Aha, but we've got a chat. Let me just update my
Yeah,
chat.
we do. Yeah.
Great. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, that's good. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Uh-huh. It makes things entertaining. Yeah, I guess it does. The drama of the freeze. Yeah. Thanks,
Frozen,
Crux.
it seems.
I like that.
I
I
think
like
it's so
that.
strange that like I think it's my upload speed being funky because I can still hear and the stream's running fine. It's just
Oh,
I'm freezing for some reason.
that's really interesting. And I'm blurry on my end. Like my
Hmm.
connection is really poor for it to be
Hmm.
that blurry, which is weird. This just like I've hosted plenty of times, so they are trying to silence you, man. I think they're after you. I think YouTube. I think YouTube is like, man, this guy. Let's shut him down. Let's just play with him, but then let's just make him suddenly like let's not shut him down. Let's make him shut himself down. That's how much they're trying to play with you. When's the next song coming out? Oh wow. Um. Okay, I don't have any answer for that.
My motivation, my vibes, but I'll never surrender
You'll never
when it's
surrender.
ready.
Good. That's good.
Oh, was I that far back? Oh no.
Yeah, yeah. You are. Yeah, this is how this is going, man.
Oh, I said that like a minute ago.
Oh no. I believe you. Oh no. Oh man.
Oh,
Well, thank you guys for sticking with us. You guys are so good. You guys are so good. Yeah. We spent too many Wednesdays without worrying. It's time to take him out. You too, probably. I like that. That's right. Thanks, Hero.
my ping is spiking. I don't know what's going on. It's so strange.
Wow. You're gonna make a song for me? Yes, do it. I would be more than happy for you to make a song for me. Though I don't know if I could call it a song by Static P. I feel like that would be, what's the word?
It should be more like a label at that point.
Yeah. What's the word? Unethical. There we go. I feel like that'd be a little unethical.
Yeah.
But, it's my wife, so by extension, that's me. We are one, or we are married into one soul situation thingy. And so
Yeah.
by those standards, then if we're one, and then you writing a song is like I wrote a song. If we want to stretch things, would it be the first time?
I mean,
Oh,
semantics.
yeah, semantics. Opening Logic right now. Wow, that's great. I hope you write a song with a lot of bass in it. She likes.
Those are always the most fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. What DAW do you use usually, if any, or do you just use
Me?
Audacity? Yeah.
Typically, I'm running Studio One.
Studio One.
Mhm.
Wow, I haven't. Man, I used Studio One for a very short period of time, but I can't even remember how long ago.
Oh, really? Yeah. Right now, it's Fender Studio. I was using. I've been around with Studio One since Studio One 5. I want to say. So I've been using it for a few years now. It's a really good DAW. It's a really good beginner DAW too.
Yeah. I think I used Studio One 3 or Studio One 2 or something like that. At the time, it was really unuser friendly. So that's why I was like, well, going back to Cubase. But I was really just testing it out for other people to see what I could recommend at the time. But I'm sure it is much better now. I mean, it's had time to level up its game.
Okay.
That's
yeah,
cool,
it's so strange. I can hear you, but you can't hear me whenever that happens. It's so weird.
That's weird. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's not you. Maybe
Well,
it's
no,
just
because I'm definitely looking at my connection spike up to 5,000 milliseconds.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
but it might be.
Oh man. Bummer. Yeah. It might be. And then we got stuck. Oh, sounds are coming through. Okay. Hey, welcome back, I think.
Okay, yeah. I was
get
saying
this
I'm
man
willing to
anything
weather
like
this.
Yeah. Oh. Nope. You cut again. Is there a storm passing through or something?
Not that I can tell.
Okay.
Not that I can see.
Welcome back again. Oh my gosh.
Hello.
Hello. I can't lie, the
think...
answers getting cut off is pretty entertaining. It's entertaining.
It's not, as I said before stream, it's not a VTuber stream without scuff, and you're getting the curse.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's great. I'm happy it's at least entertaining. It's actually fine, honestly. Okay. Coda, you need an Ethernet cord, or do you got one? Patrick's willing to support you.
I can't hook it up.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
Yeah, it's just one that I can't hook up here.
Got it. You need to. You probably have to. You're probably like me in the situation where you have to drill a couple holes into your wall and house.
Yeah,
floor.
unless I want to run it across the entire house, across the floor. Yeah.
Yeah, that's I don't know. Did they make Ethernet cables that long? They might. I think I've seen some really long ones. Yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine is super long. I lived in a 1-bedroom prior to this, and we were running it from the living room all the way into the bedroom.
Nice.
So yeah, it's long enough. I think mine might be 100-foot actually. It's a really long cable.
That's pretty long. That's great. It's so cool that just the electronics and stuff, that it's weird to me. Some cables, they can't, if you get them too long, they just don't work anymore, which does make sense, but it's just like surprising, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But anyhow, yeah, Ethernet cables, they've always been able to go pretty long, if I remember correctly. From one house to another. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it might be 100 foot too. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're just very strange pieces of technology.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember going to.
I think I'm back.
Yeah, you are. You came in with, I think they're very strange pieces of technology. That's
Okay.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good one. I don't know. I know it related to, at least.
Yeah, I was just talking about Ethernet cables.
Oh, okay. Yeah, perfect. I remember going to LAN parties. Definitely. Yeah. I remember going to LAN parties, and I do remember just coiled up Ethernet cable, like sitting there, because the connection was only like 3 feet away, and then it's just like a pile of Ethernet cables sitting there doing nothing. Yeah.
Okay, I have learned that I am able to respond whenever it's back down to like 50. So if I just keep an eye on it, I'll know when I can speak.
Nice.
Just temporarily silencing me, but I hear the whole conversation.
Oh, that's so wild. That's
man.
Yeah, I guess it's just your upload then. Your download's fine.
I suppose. Because it's sticking around 30-ish, like 30 milliseconds, and then it just randomly spikes up to 8K. And then it goes back down.
Yeah. So I had a connection that did that always. It was horrible. And it did that always. Like once every 2 to 4 seconds, it would spike super hard. And I remember I was trying to play Brawlhalla, which is kind of like a...
Oh, I'm very familiar with Brawl, yes.
Okay, great, yeah. And those spikes killed me all the time, and I hated it so much. Because you see your character, and you just teleport. And then you're like, oh, no, I'm over here. Now I'm playing the game over here. And then you teleport again. You're like, I don't know how I got here, but I'm here. And then, it was so bad. But I did pretty well. I mean, I got to like diamond or whatever, but man, that was hard.
Yeah.
I learned.
Well, with the lag, it's like whenever your lag clears up in a Smash style game like Brawl, whenever your lag clears up, you're like, you become something that you were not before.
Yeah,
because you're not lagging. It's 0 frame lag, so you're just
so true.
Able...
Oh, bummer. I'll wait. Well, I don't know if I should wait. Oh. No. Bummer. Coming back in. Gosh. Well, this is our stream.
Are we here?
Oh, hey, welcome back.
I'm getting shot in the foot. I Okay.
Uh,
Am I good?
yes, you
Question
are.
mark? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I hear you go, "Oh, bummer." And I'm like, "No, not again."
Yeah. I'm doing it partially to inform you, but also to break the silence. Yeah. You played Brawlhalla, but after a bit, it became a game I couldn't play or get back into just because of online competition. Yep, totally understandable. Not a bad game though. Yeah, I'm. Oh, hey, Terra Firma. Hey, welcome. Nice to see you. Yeah, it's been a few moons indeed. Um, wow. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, it's like the reason I quit Brawlhalla was because I got to a point where I was like, my skill cap is the lag. And I see so many
Mhm.
people destroy me and they can do things I can't do because of the lag. Like if you input certain
Yeah.
things on certain frames exactly, consistently, you can get incredibly long combos no one can break out of unless
Mhm.
they have a connection better than you. And I'm like, that is
Mhm.
so annoying. So I had to play. I was so frustrated with the fact that if a person had a better connection than you, they just had a easier time playing the game. I was just like, then yeah, that was that was enough for me to be frustrated enough to just say, I'm done. I'm done with the game.
Yeah, I was I think I'm gonna cut out again here.
Oh, I can hear you though.
Oh, maybe not.
Huh?
Huh?
Go
Okay.
ahead, tell a story
But
quick.
I'll just keep talking until I
Yeah,
cut out, and
go for it,
then
man.
you can take it over. Yeah,
Uh
yeah,
huh.
yeah. So with Brawlhalla, I got extremely angry. That was my big thing, is I was getting very frustrated with myself whenever I would lose.
Uh huh.
Um, to the point where I was like hitting my desk and stuff. And
Ooh.
that was not something that I
Yeah.
was okay with, like
Yeah.
personally. Like I don't like hitting things. I don't like lashing out.
Oh
Um
yeah.
I'm diagnosed bipolar, so I'm always a little bit angry.
Uh huh.
Um and then sometimes like certain things will bring it out, and then I'm not about that. I don't want it to ever show. I like keeping it way down. I like to be a
Fair.
very relaxed person. So a game that brings out the anger was not something I needed to be playing. But I do have about 1,000 hours in Brawlhalla, so it
Yeah.
took me a little while to get
Took
out
you a
of
while
it.
to get. Yeah.
Mhm.
I was coaching people on how to not
Mm.
get angry at the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was really weird. I was just playing the game and multiple people were coming to me and be like, "Dude, how do you do it? How do you just not be angry? Like, how do you play the game
Mhm.
and just not like get so angry every match?" And I was like, "Okay, this is what you do. Start up on ranked, go to ranked and give yourself a goal. And you have to hit the goal, and the goal is a handicap. It doesn't matter if you win or lose, you achieve the goal. So this is the goal. Like, and it could be anything you come up with. You're playing your own game now. It doesn't matter what other people are doing. But the goal was something like you cannot move or touch the keyboard until you're hit. And until you're
Mm.
hit, like you can't play. So you're giving them the free hit. In fact, the way I did it, I was you can't touch the keyboard until you're falling off the you're going to die. You are 100% going to
Mm.
die. That's when you can touch the keyboard. You can jump back on the ledge and start playing from there. And what it did is it
Interesting.
set my mind to like this sort of zone was like I gave them all the freedom. I'm just having fun here. I'm just like I'm counting and I'm timing everybody. How long does it take for them to hit me off the edge? But like backwards, like are they a
Mhm.
really patient person that has good sportsmanship that's not going to just attack me if they notice I'm not playing the game? Or are they going to be the kind of person that takes advantage of of my just absence, right? And try to get a free kill.
Mhm.
And so I'd just be watching people. And that was how I played the game for like I would say like a couple of weeks. I just played the game like that, like just letting that happen. And it totally chilled me out. It like was like there's no reason to ever be angry about a ranked game or anything. And that worked. That worked really well. No issues after that. And that's what I was telling other people to do, and other people found that that was really helpful for them too. Hey Sparrow, welcome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I can hear you. You're back.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. Yeah, I heard the whole thing. Again,
Good.
it's just I knew that I was lagging, so I was gonna wait to respond.
Oh, that's
But
awesome.
yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely feel like with that kind of game, like with Overwatch now,
Mm-hmm.
I've learned that it's a lot easier to just like let go. It,
Mm. Aw. It's a lot easier to let go. And then you froze. I'll have to finish that when you get back.
it,
Oh. Nope, not back yet.
it,
Oh, are you back?
ah,
Yeah,
ah,
yeah, you're back. Okay.
am I here?
Sorry.
Okay. I'm just gonna start moving really violently so that, so that you
Yeah,
know
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
back.
because then you know. I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna start finishing your stories and your sentences for you whenever you cut out. I'm just gonna take
Okay.
a yeah. Yeah. As if I know what you're gonna say. I'm gonna go off on some tangent about
Yeah,
frogs
yeah.
or something.
Oh yeah. That's exactly what I was going to talk about anyway.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I've learned that it's easier to let go. It's easier to not be angry at the game because it's a game.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that you're supposed to use to calm down.
Yeah.
I recently I've learned that I don't understand why people get toxic or
Mm.
like super aggressive in games like Overwatch. Um, I play a lot of ranked. It's pretty much the only game mode that I play.
Mm-hmm.
And I see people being toxic and like really rude, and I'm just trying to like lower the lower the aggression and like keep the mentality up because you're not going to win games if you're angry and upset and are like constantly overthinking everything that your teammates are doing when you should be thinking about where they are and how you're doing. Like that's
Yeah.
really it's a team game. It's not five people on a team fighting five people. It's five people together fighting their five people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I respect that. That was well said. Completely. I remember I took up Souls games in the last couple of years. I started playing. I played Neo and I played Elden Ring, and
Mm-hmm.
just had a blast with them. But it was like I knew I was going in, and I was like, "This is one of those rage games. I'm not gonna rage."
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? There are times where I start to like I die and I'm like, I'm just gonna go right back in. And, okay, and then I die and then I'm gonna go right back in. Let's go on. I just can't wait to get to the fight, and I gotta get into the fight again. And like
Mm-hmm.
I'm rushing to the fight, and I'm rushing through the fight, and because I'm in that state of trying to like plow through, I lose like over and over and over.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I'm like, no, hold on, take a step back, just try to like calm down and try to survive. And it was the same way in when I used to play Overwatch with Joe. If I
Mm-hmm.
focus on just like play it slow, try to survive, I do way better than trying to get all the damage
Mm-hmm.
done really fast or, you know, that kind of thing. It's just like you said, like if you're in a heightened state or whatever and you're trying to like, I don't know, outperform yourself or something, you just don't perform very well. You got to be calm. You got to be relaxed. It goes really far.
Especially with Overwatch, like you really have to like think about your shots. You can't just start firing into the void. Like you
Mm-hmm.
really need to think about how they're moving,
Yeah,
how
it's
you
true.
need to hit them. Like keep in
Mm-hmm.
mind how they're playing, like that kind of stuff. You really
Yeah.
need to be able to think. You can't be sporadic and like constantly rushing in way ahead of everything. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like it's also a good. It's kind of a good. Um, what is the word? It's like a thing to keep in mind
Mm-hmm.
for life. You know,
Yeah.
like you really need to take things slower in the real world too, in life too. It's like
Yeah.
you can't if you're rushing into everything, you're gonna overstep some things and do some things that you probably shouldn't have done.
Yeah. Very well said. Yeah. I know
Hmm.
there's a lot of times where like something dramatic happens. And if you just stay calm, you're going to be the rock everybody kind of relies on because you're going to just be able to
Hmm.
think things through logically and slow. And as soon as like you get frustrated or like anxious or like trying to plow through again, I don't know a better way to say it. It's like everything falls apart because if you try to like if you're getting frustrated, the thing you want to do is get it over with fast, and so you start
Hmm.
rushing everything. Yeah, then everything falls apart. because you can't just be
Hmm.
patient and have good communication skills. You can't have patience for thinking through things through. Yeah. So you're so right. Absolutely.
That's why I always try to like take a step back and breathe and think about like what just happened, what the situation is, like
Hmm.
all of that. Like you really need to have a clear head when it comes to heightened situations.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Which is really cool. A lot of times that's what kind of games are. You know, they're, I
Hmm.
mean, that's what part of what makes them fun. Not all games are that way. You know, there's a lot of chill games out there too, but that heightened state of that intense experience, the you don't have time sort of thing happening to you, but it kind of trains you. Like, if you take your time, even when you don't have time, you realize you have more time than you thought, and you realize you can
Hmm.
think things through and make the right move. If you take it, if you kind of slow down your mind, yeah, that's really interesting. It's
Yeah,
good.
it's just a good mindset to have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess games are a good training ground in some way.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's why so many people I think are tied up on the violent games or ruining children kind of thing
Oh,
because
okay.
it's they don't know how to take a step back and like look at things yet.
Hmm.
Like they haven't learned that. So
Yeah.
I think it's not that they're ruining mindsets. I think that they haven't been given enough time yet to truly like figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, and I think some guidance probably is really helpful.
Hmm.
You know, because if someone discovers like what you're talking about, I think they can go ahead and share that with those who are younger, and then they can take that
Hmm.
up. But otherwise, they have to discover that on their own, and that, you know, how many years did it take you to start,
Hmm.
right? So it's the same
Yep.
thing for them. Doing it on their own, yeah, it's like at first it does feel like it's ruining your mindset, ruining the way you think about things, but um, in reality, it can improve the way you think about things and be a really great training ground if given the right sort of prompts and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to go through stuff like that. I think it's good. Hmm.
Most of the time it's going to be a learning experience
Yeah.
and it's always helpful having someone who's older, someone who's lived it,
Hmm.
kind of walk you through and like explain the things that you're confused about and like teach you the things that should quote unquote be done, like not
Hmm.
telling you what to do, but helping you find it yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's really good too. I mean, I wish we all could have better role models. You know, growing up in life, a lot of
Hmm.
times we don't. We just have to figure it out our own. And, you know, our parents or whatever, everyone in our life is doing their best to be, to
Hmm.
figure their own selves out. But, I mean, I could imagine, you know, having a kid and just being like, why do I keep dying? And it's like, okay, let's actually talk about that. You keep dying in the game because of something that's going on in your head, not something that's going on in the game. And let's talk about it.
Hmm.
Let's figure that out and let's slow it down. And I mean, that would be huge if
Hmm.
we had coaches like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's why I really enjoy seeing parents playing games with their kids. Like when the parents have played
That's,
games for years and years, it's
yeah.
always such a like a wholesome experience because most of the time I see them like walking them through the problem and are like, yeah, just calm down. It's okay. It's just a double jump. It's gonna be fine.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Man, those double jumps though.
Yeah, as a
It gets you.
kid, they were so difficult.
Yeah, I remember as a kid. Oh my gosh, I remember as a kid. Stinking Mario. It's like, you know,
Mhm.
you jump and you miss, so then you jump late and you die, and you're just like, I
Mhm.
have to time this perfectly. But then, like, as you've played it a million times, you're like, man, there's such a big gap here of success. Like, I can jump at
Mhm.
any point between these milliseconds. But as a kid, those milliseconds aren't just, you know, easy access. You know, it's something you
Mhm.
kind of you get better at over time, and it becomes a
Yeah,
skill
and
thing. But yeah, I mean,
going
even
back
now
to
there.
games.
Yeah, go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, even now there are times where I'm like, you know, you're walking off the edge of something and you try to jump, but one pixel late, you know, you're falling and your character doesn't jump at all, and it feels horrible.
Yep.
So yeah.
But
Yeah.
I was saying, going back to games as an adult too, like that you played as a kid,
Mm.
you really feel like man, why did I think this was hard? And then
Yeah.
it's just because like back then you didn't know. You didn't have the experience that you have now.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really a big thing that helped me like realize how children's minds work kind of
Mm-hmm.
because it's just like they're frustrated because they don't understand it because they don't have the experience that we have to understand it.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's right.
that's also why I try to help people walk through like the whole mindset thing
Yeah,
of
that's awesome.
just calm down. Mm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really cool. I'm glad you do that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh no, what is this? Patrick says, unless you're a game journalist who's never played a game, cough, cough, Cuphead, cough, cough. What's the story there?
Do you not know the Cuphead journalist lore?
No, no,
So
that sounds funny.
for the tutorial of Cuphead, there's a jump that you have to do where you have to double jump and then dash.
Okay.
Or it's just a jump and then a dash or something. But there was a journalist for Cuphead who said the game was terrible because he couldn't figure out how to do it. And it was to gamers, easiest jump in the world. He was just timing it horribly.
Hmm.
But he said that the game was really bad because he just couldn't do it. He said the game was unintuitive.
Oh,
Um,
that's awful. Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was just he was just bad at the game, and he was dissing the game for it. But I can
Mm-hmm.
understand like saying that a game is not user friendly when even the worst people can't do it. But Cuphead's a hard game. It's supposed to be a difficult
Yeah,
game.
yeah, it is a hard game. Yeah,
Mhm.
that journalist is me. It's like, I feel like maybe video games are a bit like music or art.
Mhm.
In music, you have music for musicians. It's
Mhm.
really complex. It's loaded. It's got a lot of things going on at once. It's got weird things going on that don't sound good to most people, or at least isn't like making you bop. But it's really interesting to people who are musicians because they hear all of it and they're like, "Oh, that's neat." You know,
Yeah.
music for musicians is like maybe there are games for gamers. You know what I mean? Like there are games that
Mhm.
just aren't friendly if you don't have the experience of many other games before it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a Dark Souls and Elden Ring and other Souls like versus something like The Sims.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah. I played some of the original Sims cities. Those were great back in the day.
I think I got into it at like Sims 3.
Hmm.
I'm not super old for a gamer though, so I'm sure
Yeah.
you have much more experience with the older games than I do.
Yeah. Well, and then there are people who have more than me. So yeah.
Mhm.
Um, man, there was some old games I played though. A lot of Atari games and
Mhm.
stuff. It's good stuff.
I think I started the first game I ever played I think was Devil May Cry 4. So it's a much later
Interesting.
game. Mhm.
Yeah.
It's definitely not a game a kid should be playing.
Yeah. I'm
But
surprised, but yeah, fair enough. I mean,
yeah, my mom was just stuck and she had me come in and do the level for her because I was really good at it for some reason.
oh really? That's fun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's cute. Oh, are we back?
Oh,
Hey,
are we
sorry, that one was me.
Hey.
Not you.
Yeah. It's weird because mine was doing really well for a good while there. I noticed.
Yeah, that was great. We stopped having the problem, but now here we
Mm-hmm.
are. Now it's mine again.
It's all right.
All right, let me get the. Let me fix this again. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Um. Anyways, yeah, hero. That sounds. I said that sounds like Dynasty Warriors, and then I looked. You had literally in the parentheses written Dynasty Warriors spinoff. Um, I liked those games back then. Those were great.
Mm-hmm. I also think the live chat is frozen as well.
Oh, okay. Well,
I think it's been frozen for a while since yeah, about like 30 minutes ago.
okay. Well, let's try to get that going. Um. All right, perfect. We're back in, and then the chat. Okay, good luck on that one. I don't know if that one's gonna be able to come back, but we can give it a shot. It's back. Yeah, thank you for being patient with us, guys. You've been so good to us.
it has been very nice. I appreciate you guys being super entertained by the
Yeah.
technical difficulties as well.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, you find joy in anything these days, and that's
Yeah.
always.
I don't know if I'll be able to get the chat back, but it is what it is. I think it'll just be frozen. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's all right, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you guys have the chat on the side there anyways. It's just that the what do you call that?
VOD watchers.
Yeah, VOD watchers. I guess it kind of doesn't matter because YouTube keeps that chat over there as well, even for if you're late to the video, which is really cool. We set that up before that was a thing, but now, I mean, that was so many years ago now. It might.
I think 7, just about.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, we could. I've mentioned taking it down a couple of times, but I can't remember. There was some argument for keeping it there, and I was just like, okay, cool. I mean, let's work for me. Having to change it, but yeah.
Ah, Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, nice.
What a game.
Wow, what a callback. Nice.
I remember playing. I didn't play the original Crash Bandicoots, but I was playing like Wrath of the Titans, like the newer one on the Xbox 360. God, I loved those.
Yeah, I think I played the original Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, it was a pretty good game. They had a lot to show off when they had the. Was that for PS? That was for PlayStation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not PS2.
I feel like Ratchet and Clank and those kinds of older games are always such a satisfying thing to go back to.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say Ratchet and Clank is an older. Well, it's an older game now, but it wasn't back then.
Yeah, right.
It wasn't a classic.
Yeah, I never actually got to play it. I wanted to play it. A couple of my friends got to play it, but I never got to play it. And apparently my wife played it, and I was like, "What?" But yeah, I never got to play that one. Heard it's amazing. I've seen videos of it being played, and I'm like, that would have been cool back in the day. I don't think I really want to pick it up right now, but that would have been cool to play.
Yeah, it's definitely, some games are fueled by nostalgia. They're very like they're very fun to look back on, but they probably would be terrible to play. Like just because we've been spoiled with today's controls and like the reflex of everything is just so much nicer these days. You hit a button and it happens instead of waiting a couple of milliseconds for it to happen.
Yeah, totally. Geez, I picked up an old MMORPG that was Ragnarok Online. It came out in 2001, and I started playing it. And I'm like, yeah, this is so outdated. Just like you click somewhere, you got to wait for the internet connection, and then your character moves, and it's like the monsters are doing it too. And you, as someone who played the game for 1,000 hours, you know exactly how the delay works. But coming in as someone who's never played the game before, it's like so frustrating because it's like, I was over here, they were over here, and it's like, no, you got to take advantage of that. The connection, you got to take advantage of the poor connection, because it's gonna, like, you can trick the monsters into getting hurt when you don't have to take damage and stuff like that because of the connection. And it's like, they don't want to sit there through that, like, meticulously, like, frame by frame moving their character one way or another, and it's just like, it just doesn't feel good.
I don't want to learn how to lag switch the monsters. Like, I wanna beat up the monster, you know?
Yeah. Different time. Yeah. And I played Maple
And especially
Story. Yeah, and that was...
I haven't heard that game in so long.
Yeah. Maple
that's
Story,
been a
we
while.
played that a little bit, me and my wife, and yeah, there's a lot of things. It's like, as someone coming in playing it for the first time, it's just like terrible. I hate it. You know, just not hate it like strongly, just like, this doesn't make sense. Why do I have to be doing this to grab onto the rope? Like, it should just grab on, you know? But she's so used to all the finickiness of the game that to her it comes like it's second nature to like make sure you're not pressing any directional buttons when you press the up button, or else you won't grab the rope. You know, and all sorts of weird jumping mechanics and delays and things. You know, it's just like you learn how to play the game, which is an interesting thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Now the
that
game's
that
just
that
like,
even goes for today too. Like
yeah.
today's games with I'll go back to Overwatch. I have a good friend who gets very overwhelmed with Overwatch, like how much stuff is happening on screen at one time, how much you have to keep track of, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I've been playing Overwatch since 2016, so I'm used to the constant barrage of special effects and sounds and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
So it doesn't bother me. But they'll have like panic attacks. They'll get overwhelmed by how much stuff is happening.
Yeah.
So it's really just you get used to things the more that you play it.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Just noticed my speaker fell over. I don't know when that happened, but
Oh. Well, you've been clear, so that's all right.
I'm glad that I've been clear for at least a little bit.
Yeah, you've been clear for a while. There is some kind of I don't know, like a bit rate issue, or maybe it's just the internet bit rate audio issue. Anyways, you're crackly, but not crackly in such a way that you sound bad. It's just crackly, and it can't be helped.
Okay.
We're dealing with whatever we get, and if we
Yeah,
get
so
a solid U, then I'm happy.
As long as it's not a gear thing, that's fine. Because if it's a gear thing, I can fix it. But
Yeah, I don't think it's a gear thing. I think it's a connection thing or something. I don't know.
okay.
Yeah.
At least I'm not lagging. That's the big thing.
Yeah, you're not, so that's good. Uh-huh.
We just had to give it some time, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. See, and all we had to do was threaten that we were going to turn it off, and now we're yeah. Should start with that next time. Hey, welcome to Don't Worry Wednesday, and don't you dare mess with us, YouTube. We'll turn you off. And this is a show where we talk about that's how we should have started. That's how we should have started.
It's food for next Wednesday, you know.
Yeah. Now I've got it. Now I know how to do it.
You're also coming in a lot clearer now too, so that's good.
That's good. Yeah, that thing's kind of slowly resolved here. But on that, we'd be really more than happy to have a topic. I'm going to quickly look over and see if we've got any topics coming in through the website. I doubt it, but hey, I could be surprised.
You never know.
Happily surprised. All right. Oh, we have one.
Oh,
We have one. Oh, it's submitted by Nyan. So, thank you, Nyan. When I said thank that, I just felt like an anime character. Like one of those characters that always ends every sentence in Nyan. That's what I felt like.
Yeah, one of the Neko characters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, maybe some of my anime-ness is rubbing off on you.
That might be the case. All right. Well, this topic. This is good. I'm gonna. Okay. I'm just gonna copy that and put it as the quick thing here, and then we can do it. Launch this. Get it running. See how it goes. See if it works. Yes, it did. Okay, cool. All right, well, we got a topic.
Right.
Yeah. I'm going to see if that even works here. I guess it's kind of the wrong... What's happened? Ah. It was the wrong shape and size for a moment there, but I'm fixing it. There we go. All right, I'll put the topic on screen. Anyone who wishes to read the topic can do so. Otherwise, just listen in. I'll also take this topic and copy and paste it into our Discord so that you have it and you can reference it. Sometimes that's really helpful, depending on the topic. So here you go. Great. All right. So with that, the topic should now be on the screen, and you are free to read along. It reads as follows. It's from Nyan again. I did not give it a title, but this is totally fine. It reads as follows. I've developed a habit of saying everything out loud instead of thinking in my head. Aside from attempting to be aware of this issue and try to refrain from speaking aloud, what can I do to fix this issue? From Nyan. Thank you for the topic, Nyan. That's it's kind of an interesting topic in a lot of ways. It's not something, unfortunately, to some degree, and fortunately to another, it's not something I've had to deal with too much in my life. I think a lot, but I don't usually think words in my head before saying them. So, and usually when I do, I flub my words, like really badly. If I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to say, and I put all the words together and I try to say it, it comes out so wrong. But if I just speak freely, like it totally comes out fine. So I think there's, in me, I think there's like a don't try to pre-plan your sentences or they will be totally messed up. But yeah, this is an interesting topic. I'm very interested to see where you might want to take this. If you need any more time to think about it before I give it over to you, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, the floor is yours.
All right. Well, I don't need any more time.
Awesome.
This is something that I struggled with for a little bit, so I actually do. I've got some stuff.
Great.
There, speaking out loud, your thoughts is something that I understand is a big issue. It's something that's like really hard to do because some are really hard to get away from. Because a lot of the time, back in the day, I would have I lost all of my words immediately, but it's fine. I would have a really hard time meaning what I'm thinking, but saying what I am thinking instead of thinking about it more. And I know that I have some friends who struggle with this as well. It's really hard to slow down and like properly manifest what you are wanting to say instead of just saying it. So typically people will stumble over their words. They'll talk super quickly. And it's not an easy thing to get over from what I've learned. I know that some people find it easier to like take a moment before they speak, like let somebody know that they are going to like sit there and think about what they're going to say for a second, to ask them to give them a second, and then after a little bit of like pondering and thinking and getting their thoughts together, then they'll start talking. But if I'm reading it correctly, I assume it's the other way around, where you don't even think about thinking about it. You just kind of start saying it, which is I don't think it's necessarily an issue. It's something that you may want to get over, sure. But I feel probably just think you've already stated you've been trying to get better about like stopping and slowing and thinking about your stuff. But I think that's a good place to go. I think continuing to like just be a little bit more aware of where you're at and like how you're thinking is probably the best thing to do. I can't really think of anything else that would be more of use. But if I think of anything, I'll let you know. I'm gonna pass it over to you to see if you've got any more insight on this.
I think that was really great start, because that, I think it is obviously advantageous in a lot of ways to kind of be able to speak your mind. But yeah, I'm going to read this, what it says. The main issue for me is saying things that aren't actually an issue out loud without thinking about it. Without thinking about it further and expressing a fully formed conclusion. Oh, okay, so before you have a fully formed conclusion, you already start speaking, and it's like, oh, it's already out of my mouth, and I don't even agree with the thing I'm saying anymore. Because now that I'm speaking it and it's coming out, and now I'm thinking about it, it's like, oh, that's not true. Or, yeah, you just want to give it more time before saying, because, yeah, it's not fully formed. I think that makes a lot of sense. So it's kind of like a training of, as you said, aside from attempting to just be aware of the issue and stop yourself, what are some things you can do to fix the issue? I would say, wow. I would say you could attempt to.
One of my community members texted me. I was like, "The stream's down."
No. Oh, hey.
Right
wait
as
a
they
minute.
went to join too.
Are we back?
Hey.
Is it working?
Yeah.
I know that currently I don't have my faces there anymore, because that keeps happening every time. Well, let's see.
Yeah, luckily I didn't have the internet crash this time.
Yeah.
It was shocking that it was every single time yours went down, mine went down too, but now
Yeah,
it's
until
not.
this time, which kind of confirms that it really was happening. That's really wild. Okay.
Very strange.
I think we're back, but we are back. Okay, great. Yay! I'm so sorry about that. So now that I have a little bit of downtime to think about it, I think one thing I want to say is this. It might be hard to find an exercise that you can do to train yourself to stop speaking before you have a fully formed understanding of the thing you're already speaking about. But one thing that I think that could help a lot is when you realize you are already saying something or you have said something, I think it would probably be really great if you just said, you know what? I started speaking before I had a fully formed understanding of that. I'm just going to go back on that and say, ignore everything I said. This is what I meant to say. Or I realize I don't even need to say that. So yeah, ignore that. I was totally wrong on that. To be able to do that requires a good amount of humility. Also takes some thought process to go like, hey, you know what? I should just say I didn't know what I was talking about. I didn't have a full opinion on that before I started saying that, or whatever. Just to say it out loud, I think will do wonders, because you're asking how do you fix the issue. I think what it will do is you're going to be out loud bringing up the issue to yourself right after it happens, which is like training yourself. And after repeated experiences, your brain picks up on it. It's kind of like when you train, we're animals, and we can be trained the same way animals are. You can literally train someone to do something if you give them candy, right? Let's say, a reward, they can feel good about doing something because you give them a reward. Maybe they don't want to do their homework, but if you put candy in front of their face and say, you get this if you finish your homework, they'll be more likely to do their homework. And then if they get the reward after it, it isn't fake, but they do get the reward, then they're more likely to just, do their homework more often. And then it goes backwards too for a punishment sort of thing. Like if someone does something bad and then the parent punishes them, they're less likely to do the bad thing again, right? And so to kind of be aware that we have these programmable aspects of ourselves, or trainable aspects through this sort of reward system, is really great. And it's not even really a reward or a punishment to just say, you know what? I started speaking before I really had a full opinion on that, or I started speaking too early. Now that I think about it more, and then say what you need to say. If you do that, it's not necessarily a reward or a punishment. You don't have to see it that way, but it's really the same thing. Your brain will pick up on that pattern, and at some point, there's no guarantee of this because I can't guarantee how things will go, but I can say from my own personal experiences that over time, your brain starts going, wait a minute, before you even start speaking. Because it's like so many times you've had to correct yourself, at some point your brain starts picking up on that and says, wait a minute, before I leap, let me think about that actually. And then you think before you speak, right? Because you have so many times reminded yourself in your head, like, oh yeah, so I would say probably one of the best things you can do is just say what you kind of already admitted to or spoken about in this prompt. And that is when you have already spoken out loud and you realize that, maybe you spoke out of turn or you spoke before you had a good understanding of it, or you realize that what you said doesn't need to be said or whatever. At that moment, you can go, actually, you know what? I just realized I don't need to say this and blah, blah, blah. Or I just realized that I could be very wrong about this. So let me backpedal here and don't take my word for this, or whatever you need to say. Because I think doing that backpedaling, again, will sort of restate in your mind that, hey, it will bring it up to your head over and over every time you do it. Hey, remember to speak in your head a bit before speaking out loud, or whatever you need to do here to sort of get a hold of this sort of issue, or get over the habit, you could say. Because, they say habits are really hard to get over, especially if you just try quitting. Quitting a habit almost never works to kill the habit. In order to kill a habit, you kind of just have to create a new habit in its place, a better habit, a habit of doing something else. And I think that's kind of what you'll be doing here, is you'll be creating a habit of sort of backpedaling or just saying out loud that, hey, you know what? I started saying that before I had an opinion. And then eventually that habit will lead into your brain thinking differently before you speak. At least that's the hope. And if nothing else, if that doesn't actually get you the result that the end game result you're looking for, it at least gives you a very clean in the moment fix. And it's always great to see someone do that, because it shows their humility to be able to say that, but also it makes communication much more clear when you can just be like, you know what? No, I think I'm totally wrong about that. I don't know why I said that. I was just speaking before I figured it out. It just makes things really clear and communication way better, because you're saying, well, communication kind of tends to get better the more words you say. And so the more context you throw in there, if you just shut up and leave it at like whatever you said, it'll be bad. It'll be bad. So it's good to just say it out loud. And then over time, hopefully your brain will pick up on the fact that you've been saying it out loud and kind of correct in post-production rather than in after production. Anyways, that's what I've got to add. I think that's probably what I would start trying to do if I had the issue. Another thing I think I would do is run through mental exercises, because mental exercises also helps train the brain. So just run it through my head over and over in different scenarios. So like, you have better scenarios to work with than I do on this, because you've been through it, but you can replay those scenarios in your head, but this time do it like you wanted to, like you wish you had. And playing those scenarios in your head, that's how you train your head to that's how you train, Michael Jordan, he trained how to play basketball. A lot of his training to play basketball was imagining him doing the three-pointer shots, imagining doing the dribbling, imagining doing those things. Because apparently, as they say, and I don't know if this is 100% true, but they say your brain doesn't know the difference between your daydream and reality. It takes both of them in the same way, same frequencies, same whatever. And it sort of just believes it. And so that head training space is pretty equivalent to real world training, The only difference is one, you're training your muscles as well in real time, but the other one, you're training your brain how to react in real time if this happens or that happens. It's like playing StarCraft, you know. You can sit there and you can go over your replays and you can think about like, okay, I would do this differently. Now that I know like this is something that they can do against me, I can do this in response. And then you play that game in your head a few times, or you play that game out, you know, a few times in the replay, and you just go, okay, I know how to deal with this now, you know. Or you could do that in any video game. You could play the recap and go, you know, oh, this is what you do when they're doing this, you know, same kind of deal. So I think playing it in your head, recapping, replaying it is a really good way of training. And I think that's something that I don't realize I do, and it helps a lot. It's like I don't really take into account how much I do that, but I think I do it a lot. And that's sort of something that's helped me a lot over the years in terms of communication and in terms of how I deal with people, or how I deal with life in general. Just replay it and fix it in the replay, and then replay it several times and fix it every time. And then eventually that is how I respond when it happens again, because I've figured out the prompt. I figured out, oh, win this, then that, you know, just like playing a game of StarCraft or whatever, any kind of game that you can kind of watch the replay and go, oh, they're doing this move. Therefore, I know I know exactly what I need to do to counter that or whatever, you know. So play it like that, I'd say. Do it in your head a few times, maybe many times. But yeah, I'm glad that you said it's a good idea. That's great. Okay, well, that's what I got to add. I think those are good, strong leads. Yeah, Coda, I'm gonna give it back over to you. Do you have anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the kind of if statement mindset that you were setting up, like treating it like a set of things that needs to happen was really really good.
Thank you.
I think as well with it kind of loops back to earlier with the taking it slow and like thinking about everything before before you do a thing. Like you really need to look at life in what's happening instead of just acting in the moment. Acting in the moment sometimes can be a useful thing. It can be a helpful thing. There are some times where that's kind of a necessary thing that needs to happen, but most of the time it's typically a good thing to take a step back, take a breath, look at everything, and just kind of figure out what needs to be done, what needs to be said. And like I said in the chat earlier, sometimes if it's a case of like saying something that's like almost where you want it to be but not quite where you want it to be, it sounds like it could be misconstrued in a different way as well. Something as simple as sorry, allow me to reiterate typically will work too. Just something super simple, super like, hey, I said this wrong, just like with what Static said earlier. Just, hey, I said this wrong, allow me to reword it a little bit for you, just so that it's easier to understand. But that's really all I've got. I mean, it's you said so much. Beautifully said.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was kind of convenient because it's something we were talking about earlier, and you had brought it up, you know. And it's sometimes that's what happens in these streams, you know, like your thoughts kind of line up from something that happened earlier in a conversation, and it kind of just leads to that, and you're like, you know what, that's actually really applicable here. And so you kind of brought that. You kind of brought it in, and I just kind of laid it out. But yeah, I think that when you play those, like, I remember it was so interesting too. My wife and I started playing StarCraft 2 it was many years ago now, and her favorite part was watching the replays and figuring out what we could have done better, and like learning like, oh, win this, then okay, you have these options, and like try to quickly get a scope of where these things are at, and you can pick between the options. It was really cool because I think a lot of people, that's like the worst part of the game for them. They don't want to sit there and watch their replay and watch themselves lose again. And they don't want to go through that because you're not playing a game, you're studying, you know? And I think that's how a lot of people see it. But I think if you see it as part of the game, it becomes really fun. And I remember really appreciating that about her, because it takes a special kind of mindset to actually enjoy watching the replay and going, okay, let's figure this out step by step. How is the opponent acting? How can I react? What are my options here with this limited information, and so on and so forth. It's really cool. And we had a lot of good time. So, yeah, it's really interesting. You learn so
crazy
much.
how applicable that is. Yeah, it's insane how applicable the like looking back on things and reworking them, like looking back on your mistakes and like actually watching them, figuring out what's going on. It's applicable to everything. You can do it with anything. It's actually something that Overwatch coaches as well will tell you to do. They'll tell you to go back and watch the replays, figure out what you did wrong, that kind of stuff. Like it's just always helpful to have the ability to look back at something and realize this is what I did incorrectly. I should probably look towards fixing that in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think we're all kind of doing it. I mean, obviously, Nyan posted the topic, and there is that awareness of, okay, I'm doing this, and that requires sort of some retrospective looking. And I think it's really kind of taking it to the next level when you say, okay, well, let's intentionally retrospect here and replay it and fix it in my head multiple times, so that when the experience happens again, I'm ready for it. I think it's it's already there. It's already a tool waiting for you to use. It just needs to be used in a productive manner. I know there's a lot of people who, and Joe mentions he's one of these people, like ruminating. They ruminate over something. Something happens to them and they replay it in their head over and over and over, and just misery every time. And it could be a spit of anger. It could be a sad thing. But it's kind of the same thing, but instead of using it to just extend your period of anger or sadness or whatever it is, you're using it with intention, and you're trying to redesign how it played. Hey, we reconnected. Sort of. We're getting there. Hey, we're back.
Man, you're catching all kinds of EMPs today.
I know, man. Every EMP that's happening in the world right now, and I'm just collecting it.
Centralized entirely on your location.
Yeah, for sure.
They're throwing them at you in like 30-minute intervals.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Or 15, something like that. Yeah. Very rude. Yeah.
I feel you've gotten a little bit more used to like preparing for when it's going to happen and fixing it when it does happen. So that's good.
Well, this stream has been great practice for being EMP'd. Now I know. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, hey, thank you for the topic. Again, this is really nice, and I hope that is useful. As always, we can only give our own perspectives and experiences, but I think sometimes it can go a long way. So I hope it does. Hope it helps. Hope it helps begin the journey. Yeah. Kale, welcome. Kale chips. Oh. That's
one of my mods.
Familiar. That's a familiar name.
Oh, really?
I wonder if we've met before. I don't know. Maybe we haven't. Sounds really familiar.
There's always a chance.
Yeah, it's true.
Kale used to follow along with where I go somewhat, so maybe.
Maybe not. It just sounded familiar.
Maybe not.
So my memory's not perfect.
No one's is these days.
Yeah. Man, there are people though. They have incredible memories.
I wish that was me.
I know, but at the same time, I'm kind of grateful, because here's the thing. I have a really weird memory, in the sense that, so it's like everybody's got their strengths and weaknesses. My weaknesses are most things, and my strengths are very minimal. So, and it's like the things I'm strong at, I'm not that strong at. All right. So, but I like to think everyone has a different experience with memory, and in mine in particular, I can watch a movie and I'll have no idea I ever watched the movie. I've watched entire like series of animes that are like 12, 24 episodes long, like 3 times, and the second or 4 times, and the second or third time, both times I'm like on the second to last episode and I'm like, wait a minute, I've watched this whole anime before, I know what's gonna happen next. And then the third time I'm watching it, I'm like, wait a minute, I've watched this anime before, wait a minute, I watched this anime twice. I'm like in the last episode, how can I not know?
Yep.
I do not have a memory for it. It's incredible. But yeah, I don't know. Does anyone else? I know my wife's that bad too. We both have that for movies. We cannot remember them. It's kind of funny. Are you that way? Do you remember the things you watch?
Dude, I have seen my favorite anime in the world, Erased. I've seen it like
Oh, okay, yeah.
maybe 10 times.
Yeah.
I still could not tell you what it's about. I do not remember anything from the show.
Yeah.
I love it so much. I cannot tell you anything that happened. I know there's a butterfly. That's it.
That's so good, dude. I've watched Erased, I think twice. I don't
really
remember what
good.
it is. And that's the way I am. I'm like, I remember it was good. I remember it was a good one, and I don't remember how it went at all.
Like
Yeah.
Mob Psycho, I remember there's a buff guy.
Okay.
And like there's all sorts of animes that I've seen. I've seen a lot of One Piece. One Piece is like one of the ones that I am able to remember somewhat, but it's just so many times I have to go back and rewatch like the last 2 episodes of the anime that I'm watching currently just because I don't remember what happened.
Yeah. Okay. So you're the same. That's great. I think One Piece is easy to remember because when they have something to show, they sometimes show it like 40 times.
Yeah.
So you're kind of stuck. It's like ingrained in there. You've seen it so many times. Yeah. Yeah, it's slow enough to remember this. Yeah, that's right.
Every hit needs to be replayed 3 times. Every story beat needs to be rehashed, you know?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, Gurren Lagann. Yeah, I've only watched the first couple episodes of that, but then I got too busy to watch the rest. But yeah.
I've never been a fan of mech anime, so Gurren Lagann was very good for me.
Yeah. I was never a fan of mech anime either. I usually turn those down, but I've watched. There was one, I think. Oh my gosh, what was it called? Zero or something. Anyways, it was good. No, it wasn't like Gundam Zero or anything. It was something else.
Oh God,
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Steins Gate. I like Steins Gate. I think that's the one. If that's the one I'm thinking of, I don't know. Actually, no. I think the one I'm thinking of, is another anime about rewinding. Charlotte or something. Anyways, yeah, I always get those two confused.
Charlotte's probably it.
Yeah, I like that one. I didn't watch Steins Gate, I think. Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah. Like running. Oh my gosh. Luffy running into the Marineford thing. Yeah, I know. Oh my gosh. I had so much beef with that. My wife knows. Every episode.
I don't even think I'm Marineford yet. Like I'm only halfway through.
Well, no, Marineford's in the beginning. You
Is it?
Yeah. That's like it's let me think.
Like, yeah, it's the topic that we're talking about right now. Terrible memory. I have no recollection of that.
Did you watch the era with like all the fish people?
Arlong Park?
Yes.
Or
that? Wait, no, Arlong. No, not Arlong Park.
Not Arlong?
It's after that. I don't know, man. Maybe it is like halfway through. Gosh,
I'm on like Water 7 right now. I'm not that far.
Ryan has no idea. He's confused. Yeah. Anyways, I was thinking of something different. I was thinking of when you said Marineford. I was like episode 450. Yeah, I was thinking of Luffy running, and every episode is him running towards to save his brother, and every episode he's actually farther away than the last episode, and he's running, and every episode all of the characters are like, go Luffy, get him, I'll open up the path for you, and they're like, I'll stay behind and you go ahead. And then the next episode they're in front of him going, come on, he's over here, all right, a new enemy, I'll stay here and fight him and you pass me, you know, and go get your brother. And then the next episode again, Luffy's farther back than before. I'm like,
never ending baton pass.
Incongruencies were so intense. I was just like beside myself, man.
All right.
One Piece.
I do think Kale asked something in chat earlier. I didn't fully read it, but
hold on. Let's read it. What would you two recommend for people who are just starting off with sport? We're coming back. Yay,
yeah, we're back.
Okay, I'm really sorry about that. Yes, so sports. EMP hates sports. Yes, don't talk about sports here. Apparently that is grounds for removal. Okay, no, this is great. Hey, this is a great topic. I'm gonna just put it on. I'm gonna go ahead and read it again in case I got caught out. It said, Kale Chips asks, what would you two recommend for people who are just starting off with sports, but they're really discouraged due to how advanced it has become as of late? Great question. I'm just gonna go ahead and copy and paste that and put it on. But yeah. Well, Coda, I'm gonna ask you. What's your answer to that? What do you suggest?
I feel most anything these days, it's a lot harder to get into things because everything has become so advanced with like the evolution of just art as a whole, whether it be sports, music, actual like drawn art, whatever it may be. It's become super advanced. It's a very like there's all sorts of niche things that you need to know for any topic at all. Likening it to being a musician with music stuff, there's so much going on these days that is just so different than it was like 4 years ago, 2 years ago, like last month. There's so many new things that are changing and adapting and being upgraded. And with sports, I'm not admittedly I'm not the biggest fan of sports. I've never been into it much, but it's probably the same vein. It's gonna be a scary thing. It's gonna be a super like threatening thing to look at, especially when you're looking at the people who are better than you. But you need to have the same mindset that some of the other what is the word? Art forms are having. Whereas look at the people who are doing better than you. For clarification, I'm not in my first year of sports, but I'm helping some of the first years with conditioning during off season, and they're super discouraged due to current world times in track.
Cool.
Yeah,
got it.
So you need to look at those people and think of it less as, whoa, they're so much better than me, and think of it more like, man, one day that will be me. And you need to look at it like, one of these days I will be setting records or doing this thing that I want to do that they're doing really well. And you just need to keep pushing for it, because if you give up, you're never going to reach it. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So you need to just keep pushing forward and keep going. Keep trying to get better. Keep doing everything that you need to do to, I guess, beat the people that you want to beat. Be the fastest, be the strongest, throw the ball the best. And I feel it's just in today's day, there's too much like comparison with other people, and I think realistically you need to be the best version of yourself that you can be. And then once you become the best version of yourself, you can start looking at pushing past that and becoming the best version of the thing that you're trying to do. In my opinion, though, I don't think you should ever push it super far. I don't think you should like be beating yourself up and like ruining your life just to get better at a thing. But yeah, that is my thoughts on this. I'm gonna pass it over to you for a little bit to see what you think.
Sure. Yeah, no, that was really great. I agree. I think I want to say right off the bat, Kale, I think that this is really awesome that you're doing this and that you're considering them. You're considering their mental state. You're taking action to go like, how can I make this easier for them or more inspiring for them? What can I do to help them along? I think that's super awesome that you're putting yourself in that position. I'm just that's really cool, and the fact that you're thinking about it behind the scenes to sort of calculate what you can do to make it better. I think that's really great too. So thanks for bringing this question, and I'm just I think that's really sincerely. I think that it speaks a lot about the kind of person you are, and that's really awesome. So I wanted to say that, and then here's something that I might offer. It's a bit of a weird one, but hey, it might land with some of them. You know, Coda was talking about how advanced the advanced is now. You know, people have been working at sports for like hundreds, 1,000 years, some of them. You know, it's like people have been physically training and getting better. What's really interesting though, and this is worth sharing, is that when you're talking about things like pole vaulting or just running, the times that people have for running times now beats everybody in the past that ever was, even though the people in the past were probably more fit. And what's really, really interesting is that, like, let's say, and you can pull up the numbers on this. Let's say like 20 years ago, someone broke the record once. And when they broke the record that had been it was a standing record for like, I don't know, like 30 years. And someone broke the record. Finally, they did I don't know, it's like some minute mile. Like, I don't know. I don't remember my sports numbers, but it was like a 4-minute mile, I think maybe it was. They ran real fast and they broke the record. So I would Google maybe what I'm talking about. You'll get the right numbers, but they ran really fast. They broke the record. After they broke it, within a year, everybody was breaking that record. Everybody was breaking that record. All the top runners, because someone had proved that it could be done, all of them started doing it. And that has happened again and again. That record stood for a while. And then somebody ran faster. A couple years later, someone beat that record. And suddenly, people believed that record could be beat. And everybody was running faster. Yes, they had more tools. They had people who were like watching them with a camera and saying, you need to adjust the way you twist your foot to like this angle exactly and memorize that, beat it into your system. And people were going hard. But people were doing that and improving and getting faster and faster. And now we have times that, again, like if you go back 20, 30, 40 years ago, everyone would look at the times that we have now for running speeds and they would just be, their minds would be blown and say, no, they're cheating. There's no actual way to do that. That is impossible. And here we are in our day and age and say, no, we do it. And we do it every race. And so that's something to recognize that is inspiring. When you see those high times and you go, wow, I'll never get there, you're thinking the opposite thing of the truth. Those times prove that the whole human race can improve and get towards those numbers and accomplish those numbers. That has been that is the reality that we live in. The tested the tested experience of humankind. We have seen the numbers and it's like this, it's like the reality is people see someone do it, suddenly more and more people start doing it. They're breaking records. And so I hope that maybe that story can be understood and used as leverage for letting them know that those high numbers aren't something that should be disheartening, but something that should be reassuring.
Mm-hmm.
Because it goes to show over and over again. Like we were talking about video games. I played StarCraft for a long time. People are so stinking much better at StarCraft than they were, 10 years ago, right? And when you get in as a newbie, the rate at which you improve is like 5 million times faster than it used to be. Nyansai was just saying it's crazy that when artists now, they spend like 2-3 years doing art and they're already better than people from a century ago could get in a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because we have so much more material, so much more support of our peers around us, so much more to leverage, and all of that, those bars, they just keep getting higher and higher, and that should actually be inspiring rather than debilitating, because it proves and it shows time and time again humans learn from the things going on around them, and if those numbers weren't that high, you'd be even worse than you are now, because you have so many people to learn from to get to those high numbers, and you can do it. And that's what I tell them. I'd hope that would land, and it might not land with all of them. A lot of them, I'll tell you, a lot of them are going to be stuck in their way. You're dealing with them. You know how they are. You know how people are. There are people who are just going to be downers because they want to be downers. They've chosen, like, no matter what she says, no matter what he says, I'm just going to disregard it and say, nah, it's the opposite. Just because I'm that kind of guy. Mm-hmm. I've been that little twerp before. So I know that other people can be that way too. And so some people they won't land with. Some people, they want to be in that place of misery for a time. Part of that is something like this. We experience darkness. We experience something like a fake sense of despair. It's not true despair, because we actually have hope, but it feels like despair, and we get attached to it because we spent time in the darkness when we know we shouldn't have. We spent time being down. We spent time being, obstinate or rejecting others or a rebel or whatever. We spent time there, and we've invested in that, even though we know we shouldn't have. Now we're already invested. We're waiting for it to pay off, right? And so we stay there. We stay feeling like, I'm not going to move on. I'm just going to wait for this darkness to finally show me the reward that I've been giving and, feeding into it. And sometimes we just sit there and we wait there and we wait there and we wait there, and nothing ever comes, because the abyss has nothing to give. It is the abyss. Despair has nothing to give. It is despair. It has nothing. That is literally the definition of despair. So when you cling on to despair, you're hopefully clinging on to despair. It makes no sense, right? So you actually just have to get out, and you have to say, okay, I choose hope. Because you can't both choose hope and despair at the same time. You can't invest into despair, because literally despair is nothing. So you're investing, you're throwing your time away. But we like to sit there and wait for it to pay off, because we want to prove that we didn't do something stupid with our time. We want to prove that our obstinate way is the right way, that we're little rebels and we're right. But in reality, we kind of just have to let go and be like, okay, I'm going to be hopeful. Let's do it, And, each person has to come to that a lot of times on their own terms. Sometimes you can inspire them. But so I would say, inspire them with stories is huge. Inspiring them with stories is always huge. Inspiring them with real examples of achievement, that's something they can touch and understand. That's huge. Helping them know that they're capable is huge, especially when they're just starting out. level with them and just be like, look, the reality is you're not going to be very good your first years. That's normal. That's almost everybody's experience is the first year. This is how it goes when you start anything. That's okay. So level with them, be grounded, and then show them, the peaks of the mountains that inspire them, the beautiful views, right? And stories are oftentimes really good ways to do that. So stories, and then also being grounded and recognize some people are going to be in that hopeful despair, and that's the place they're at. And if you see someone there and you're like, okay, they're just clinging on to despair, then what you need to do with them is probably a little bit of one-on-one time, because people don't like making big shifts in groups of people. One-on-one time is really the only likely place that you'll make any kind of real change in their heart. But it's never a guarantee. But all you can do is try. But that's what I've got for advice for trying to inspire them, and ease their worry about how far things are now, and how high the records are and the standards are compared to where they are. They're actually starting off in better footing than anyone ever has, because of those high numbers, not in spite of them. And so if you can communicate that, I think that if you can communicate that and they understand it, they'll recognize how blessed they are to see those high numbers, because that is the truth. They're incredibly blessed to see those high numbers and recognize, whoa, those are real numbers we can hit. So I can push harder. I can try harder. I can learn from the pros. I can learn from people who actually have already achieved things, rather than being in the dark and not knowing where to go to learn. So, yeah. Help spin their framework upside down so that they can see the truth rather than the despair. See the hope that's real and something that's achievable, rather than the despair, which is empty. Yeah, that's my best that I got for you. I hope that's helpful, Kale. And once again, thank you for this topic. I think it's really delightful that you're putting yourself out there to do that. It's really cool. Yeah, Coda, do you have anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I just wanted to say with Ren's message earlier in chat,
Yeah.
very, very well said. Typically people beat themselves up over the numbers. Like you will sometimes you'll find yourself like, man, I could have run that 1 second faster. I could have done like this or that or whatever. Typically, it brings.
Oh, wait. Oh. You cut out, but I'll wait for you to get back in. I'll tell you where you left off. I'll let you know. Hopefully. It might just be me. No, I think it's... there we... Oh, no.
No, it's me this time.
Oh, you are back. Okay, great. You ended off on
it's
typically you, and then it cut off.
Yeah, so typically you will fall into like the mindset of oh, I could do better. I could do this. I could do that, whatever. But realistically, you need to look at yourself, your time as, whoa, I've done this better than I did it before. And like be appreciative of the number instead of sad about the number, because in all reality, you are the biggest competitor for yourself. Like Rin said, you will always be like the person that you should strive to be better than yesterday. It will always be a constant everything. Even if there is no improvement, you're still striving to improve, which is still doing fantastic. I think the only negative thing that could happen is giving up entirely. That's always been my mindset for things. If you give up, you're not gonna I think that's good. Yeah. Um,
You did cut out just a little bit. You said if you give up, you're not gonna what? And then
you're not gonna go anywhere.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. And I think, yeah, a lot of times we're too hard on ourselves. Absolutely. We need to just kind of be happy with the fact that we are who we are and we're improving. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really important. Because you will beat yourself out of enjoyment and you'll beat yourself out of the competition completely. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. Yes, when the darkness comes, don't betray yourself. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what that song's about. Yeah.
As a wise man once said.
Oh, wise man. No, he's all right. He's okay. He's kind of dumb, but he has his moments.
Sometimes he's spitting the truth,
Yeah, don't we all? Yeah. Well, it is 10:11 p.m., so we've run our 2-hour time. We've had certainly a lot of a drama this time with the internet and all of that, but we made it through. So
yeah,
great job, Coda. Thank you for being with us. Thanks for dealing with the connection. I'm glad we actually got to 2 topics. Anyway, I'm so glad for that. And yeah, thanks for sharing with us your wisdom and your experiences and your thoughts. I'd be happy to have you on again and to share more. And I hope that we do get that chance, and that next time, the internet will be kind to us.
I'm hoping that's the case. Yeah, I'm hoping next time it'll be a little bit. I'll look a bit different next time too. So.
Oh wow,
that'll be fun.
Yeah. What are you thinking? What kind of dessert? I cut out just after I asked. Great stream. Thank you, Mionglios. You're so lovely. I'm glad that you were here today. And you had some good things to say too. I appreciate you.
Well, it's gonna be an Oreo.
Hey, you're back. Okay, sorry.
I'm back.
You cut out as soon as I asked what kind of dessert you're gonna be.
Yeah, it's definitely still an Oreo.
Good.
Yeah, it's just a little bit. It's a little bit different design wise.
Oh, okay. A little bit different flavor.
I won't have prominent eyes anymore. That kind of thing,
Oh. So is it like the Oreo but double stuffed?
Yeah.
Nice. Just a spin off the classic. Very good. All right. Well, thank you for being patient with us through all the technical difficulties and enjoying us regardless. We hope that the technical difficulties have at least been entertaining and not frustrating for anybody. Yeah, we look forward to doing this again. I look forward to next Don't Worry Wednesday, and we all see you. Whoever comes, we'll see you there. And whoever doesn't come, I'm not going to see you there. So that's how it is. That's just how it is. Yep.
That's how it is?
Yeah, I'm just telling the truth. That's how it is. That's reality. Anyhow, yeah, thanks for a great Don't Worry Wednesday. Thank you again, Coda, for being here. Yeah. I'm so happy that we got to do this. Oh, and it really likes to cut you off every time I give it to you. So I'll see if he comes back so he can at least say goodbye. Oh, there you are. Yeah, there you are.
Yeah, there we go.
Yay.
Yeah. It's very fun. It's so strange that now it's doing it again, but I guess it's a good time to end, huh?
But yeah, no, I had a lot of fun. Thank you for having me, of course. And if you ever need another stand-in and no one else is willing to do it, then absolutely you are free to bring me back.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Yes, of course.
For being here. Yeah. All right. Well, everybody have an amazing rest of your life, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, I'm in the wrong button.